Good morning and welcome back to Airports Live TV with me, Adam James. You're joining us from a murky, miserable looking Dublin International this morning. We have had the return of Hainan coming in from Beijing. Landed at around 6:05 I believe this morning. It is due for a departure at around 12:20 or thereabouts. However, we have an issue. They've put her on gate 104, which is around the back of T1, with the runway formation as it currently stands, with departures going on the new North runway. It's going to taxi straight onto the end of the runway to begin its departure. So we're going to get a departure shot, but we're not going to get the close-ups that we really wanted. I've debated moving round to the North runway, but we're still going to be in the same position. We're not going to get any close-up shots, and of course we have the lack of apron footage as well. So we're going to stay where we are here on 28 with arrivals. We'll pick up all of the heavy departures. We've got the American Airlines on taxi now. Got the Delta A350 pushed back as well. Louise, M Aviation, Tina York, welcome. I do remember your M Aviation. Here we go then, the first arrival of today's live. This Airbus A321neo coming in from London Heathrow, about a 49 minute flight. This morning it is that newest livery on the Aer Lingus fleet, the 2019 livery. Probably my favourite livery, to be fair. Runway change in the next half an hour, 40 minutes or so would be absolutely perfect. TUI Dreamliner is with us as well, that 7879 series. Heading back over to Manchester, of course. It is that connecting flight to Cancun, I believe. However, we've got the A350 operated by Delta. Ready to begin her journey over to Atlanta. With that Delta just for a couple of minutes. I'm just trying to sort the flight radar out. Lucy boy, how are we doing? Dashcam, welcome. Mads, how's Mads Bjorn today? Next arrival then is Embraer E190 coming in from Amsterdam, an hour and 13, maybe an hour and 14-minute flight today. We're back to the typical weather now. Miserable, damp. We've got the 737 Max about to touch down here at Dublin. Absolutely nailing that landing for us. That's us all set up now with flight radar. Get some doing. Okay, let's get ready for the first of the big girls' departure. It's a Boeing 777. She's operated by American Airlines. Heading over to Charlotte. I'd love to give you some more information about that aircraft, but flight radar are not giving me it. Here we go, that beautiful 777. actually hit that light button, folks. It does indeed, dash cam. There we go, the next arrival is Airbus A320. She's coming in from Dusseldorf. Still trying to sort flight radar out. They've taken their 39.99. As they assured me that we were going to stop glitching so much. So I did say, right, we'll give you a chance. We'll go back to the gold membership. They're still showing the basic membership. Not good at flight radar, not good. And next departure is going to be a 737. She's heading over to Reus. She's up and away. Perfect dash cam. Next arrival, another A320, again operated by Aer Lingus. This time coming in from Charles de Gaulle. Next departure, an Airbus A319 heading over to Split, operated by Croatia. Then we have that Delta operated A350 ready for its departure as well. Boeing 737 MAX on arrival, coming in from Luton. struggling a little bit for focus today. A350 now lined up, ready to rock and roll. Let me catch up with his comments. John Dowling, how are we doing, buddy? Marja, welcome. Cafe Spotter, how are we? Graham Leggett, welcome back, buddy. Oh, here we go. Nice to see a few more A350s appearing here at Dublin in recent weeks. She's up and away. Next up, an A320 operated by Aer Lingus with the old livery coming in from Brussels. Next arrival, about a minute or so out, going to be an Airbus A320neo operated by SAS Connect, coming in from Copenhagen. Pick that A320neo up, and then we'll get back to having a look around the apron, see what's happening. Moving about a bit. It doesn't feel like there's much wind here at all today. It feels flat calm, to be honest, but clearly there is a little bit. You are sheltered slightly because there's trees behind us here, so it can be deceptive. There we go. Scandinavian touching down there. What have we got happening? On the move, can't miss that aircraft. an A321 Neo now coming in, operated by Lufthansa. She's coming in from Frankfurt, about an hour and 44-minute flight this morning. Let's go, guys. If you haven't already done it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's share this out to as many different platforms as we possibly can. We need to make sure we stay firmly within the algorithm here on YouTube. We can't drop out of it again. The A350s before, it just seems that it's getting more and more often at the moment. How are we doing, Val? I should be a little bit better now, guys. Stuart, it should be resolved now. I think I had, well, I don't think, I know, I had slightly dislodged the mic connection. Just keeping you on your toes, guys. Just to see if you were bothered about hearing me or not. Should be all good now, but I would explain why the views were low then. Glad you're enjoying it, Graham. Next up, we've got this Boeing 767 operated by United. She's crabbing away in here. Departed 6 hours and 13 minutes ago, so probably going to be about a 6 hour and 15 minute flight today over from Washington. having to use my phone. No worries about Captain 3. Yes and no. They wanted to edit out the name of the channel. They didn't want to include Airports Live TV, so I told them do not use us. I don't see why we should provide content for RTE and then not pay in any sense. Like, I don't want financial payment, but at least promote the channel. A330 from San Fran and then Swiss from Zurich. We will pick up the A330 in a minute. John, what's up with it? It's to be ordained and become a priest. The dash cam. To be honest, it's an absolute scandal what's happening with RTE at the moment. I think I might restart this live in a minute as well, to be fair guys. Like, we haven't triggered notifications for some reason. Here we go though, this A330 coming in from San Francisco. Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds, I've just got to reply to a couple of emails. Right, I'm back with you. Nothing wrong with distance, that's what I ask it. John, I don't really want to go into too much about what we're using, for the simple reason being there's been a big issue with connectivity around the airport, and we found a solution, and I sort of don't want to give it out to every other streamer that's going to start tipping up here through the summer from the UK, and like they wouldn't help any of us. So American Airlines 787. Here we go, we've got this 737 MAX on its way in from Kerry, a 40-minute flight today from Kerry. Yeah, so John, that's the only reason I don't really want to talk about it, because like they won't help anybody. We all know what the live aviation streaming community is about in the UK, and it's like the Wild West. Like, you imagine me tipping up at Manchester and asking them for some advice. What do you think the response would be? Do you think Dublin will have the capacity for a 787 A380? John, it can take an A380. The gates can't take an A380, and the taxiways are extremely tight. I believe that they would need an escort at all times on taxiways. So it's unlikely we're going to see them in the near future, I suspect. Here we go, the next arrival coming in from Madrid. She's another Boeing 737, again operated by Ryanair. Also, my friend is actually here at Dublin Airport at gate, but not sure which one. She isn't responding to my text. I'll get you the flight so you can focus it after she responds. No worries, sir, spotter. Finally, the view's beginning to creep up. To London Luton at 12 o'clock. It's unfortunate that they've put the Hainan on gate 104, which is at the back of T1. You just can't get a shot of that from anywhere. Even if you go around to North Runway, you don't get a shot of it. So we are going to get the departure shot, but we're not going to get any close-ups today, unfortunately. We will try for a next flight though. You tell them, Dashcam, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, let's go. Here is the Regni, the ATR 72-600 coming in from Guernsey. Exactly, sir, spotter. Aviation stalking at its finest. I think Laters is on his way up as well. I've seen him for a little bit. Not like or just some ATRs. I used to love the ATRs. Used to fly them regularly between Leeds and Dublin. Best aircraft in the world for turbulence. I love strong winds on an ATR. To make major adjustments just prior to touchdown there. Isn't it a great bit of weather we have now today for doing a bit of manual labour? A dash cam. Who actually likes weather like this? It's just miserable. ATRs are awesome aircraft. They are indeed, Graham. Okay, first question for you guys of the day. Let me know in the chat. If you could have any direct link, so any direct route to any direct destination in the world from Dublin, where would it be? You've got the power to decide a new route for Dublin. What would you choose? Very sceptical of them. I love the ATRs. Views really creeping up now. Thank you to everybody who is joining us. Here we go. We've got this A321neo. She's coming in after a 6-hour and 12-minute flight from Toronto, operated by Air Transat. Sure whether they're getting a slight wind pocket there, but that's a few aircraft that have had to make major adjustments. TUI and now looks like she's fully loaded. Up here. Next arrival is going to be another 737. This time she's coming in from one of my favourite places at the moment, Lanzarote. We'll be there all winter. Looking forward to spending the winter in Lanzarote this year. Shout out Sabrina, please, sitting in the car at the mount next to you. Big up, Sabrina. Anywhere in East Asia, not really any options at the minute without a connection. Good shout, Nathan. I would always expect the demand between Ireland and Hong Kong, for example, to be huge. So much business tourism in both countries and cargo. I'm sure it would benefit both. Dublin to Singapore, Buffalo, New York, Tokyo, Ho Chi Minh, New York, has to be Auckland, New Zealand. That'll be the best direct route. Interesting. For me, the obvious one, probably the most obvious one for me, would be Australia, because like there's a lot of Irish people, especially younger Irish people go over there on their working holiday visas. And I find it strange that with such a big, strong Irish community, both obviously in Ireland, but also over in Oz, I find it strange that there isn't a direct route. It'd be nice to see Qantas here. Into the apartment complex in Lanzarote. I booked Lanzarote for January for my birthday. Enjoy it, Andrew Foster. Whereabouts are you heading to in Lanzarote? Big up to Dashcam. Thank you for the super sticker, greatly appreciated. I feel like we're probably going to be struggling today to stay within the algorithm and to keep views high. But we'll just plod on through. Let's all scream to Qantas to send their new A350 here. I can't understand why there isn't a direct route to Oz. Well, next up, we've got the 787-8 Series Dreamliner. She's coming in from Chicago, operated by American Airlines. 6 hour and 27 minute flight this morning. Airport, Matagorda. I know Matagorda. Make sure you say hello to Marco up in Barsin Nombre. Perth and Sydney would be awesome. Nailing that landing. What we got happening around the apron? Not a great deal at the moment. Next arrival is going to be an A330 with the old livery coming in from Seattle. 8.5 hour flight just over today from Seattle. Alan Joyce. Yeah, I wonder if we will ever see direct flights to Oz. I don't know. Here we go, bro. Let's pick up this Seattle flight, the A330. Actually over in Lanzarote in the end of August for 2 weeks filming for a different project, but we will bring you as much live content as we can as well, both from the airport and from resort itself. I'm staying in Playa Blanca this time simply because of filming commitments. First direct flight for Dublin to Oz will be an ATR. Here we go, this A330 now well into its final stages of descent here at Dublin. Emirates 777 in 15 minutes, looking forward to that. You know I love the 777. She's struggling, but she's down. UK, we've done the question of where would be your choice for a new direct route. Now I want to know, where is on your bucket list? What is the one place that you've never visited but always dreamt to visiting? Or the place that you really want to visit before you pop your clogs? Realistically, there's demand for almost everywhere. It's a difficult one, Sir Spotter, because whilst there's always verbal demand. Joseph, welcome to you, join us from Czech Republic. Hope you're having a fantastic day and I hope you're enjoying Airports Live TV. Whilst there's always verbal demand and people saying, oh yeah, we need a route here, we need a route there, it'd be fantastic. It all comes, it's the same when a new airport opens. Look at Doncaster Sheffield, for example. Everybody's saying how great it would be and how amazing it'd be, but then people have this idea of something would be amazing, a route would be amazing, an airport would be amazing. But when it actually comes to either being able to book or choosing to book at the prices, that's always going to be the issue here, because it seems to be that there's always too much of a price difference between flying from Dublin and flying from the UK. It's unfortunate, and it's something that really needs to be addressed, because it should not work out cheaper to book a connecting flight from Dublin to the UK, pay for your baggage effectively on 2 extra flights, and then fly out from the UK to the same destination when there's a direct route available from Dublin. Should not work out with a big enough price difference to make people do it, but that seems to be what happens. And I just think that there's certain routes that, as much as everybody says they'd love, I just don't think people would pay for them. And there we go, about A320 coming in from Madrid. Our next arrival is going to be coming in from Dusseldorf. She's a Eurowings operated A319, so we'll get back to that in a second. Graham Leggett wants to go to Honolulu. The demand for a random airport could be like 14 per week. Just sent an ATR there, it's fine. Vegas or LA, says John Hennessy. Nothing wrong with Dublin. Nagoya with the ATR. St Martin Airport, my dream destination. Yeah, I'd love to go to St Martin. It's got to be up there with every spotter's dream as well. Although somewhere a little bit closer to home that I think is probably just as special for a spotter is Skiathos. The sights at Skiathos are just unbelievable. Here we go, we've got this Eurowings operated A319. I'm working my way through. Andrew Foster, I'll have to wait until another comment comes on because I can't see the final bit of your comment. There we go. I'm working my way through the bucket list. Been to Oz, New Zealand, USA, Canada, Fiji, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi and all over Europe. I would love to go to Japan. I suppose while we're talking about Japan, who likes sushi? Adam, my friend, just sent me a photo of Hainan Airlines. No way. Share it onto our Facebook page, Sir Spotter. There we go, the A319 bouncing into Dublin. Amazing game. Hoping to make that a reality within a few years. Just found out she's going on SAS to Copenhagen. Here we go, we've got the A330 that we saw touching down a few minutes ago. Not Ryanair to Luton, my bad. Our next arrival, an A320, she's coming in from Berlin. She's Aer Lingus operated with the old, disgusting livery on board. About a 2 hour and 2 minute flight today from Berlin. Yeah, sushi's one of those things people either love it or they absolutely despise it. I'm not a fan of it, I'm not gonna lie. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already done it, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Airports Live TV. The new livery as well, Andrew. This just looks, I've said it too many times, it just looks dated. It doesn't look traditional, it doesn't look classic, it looks dated and old-fashioned. Adam, I just posted it on my Instagram story, tagged you. Will that do you justice? I don't manage the Instagram, Dashcam manages the Instagram. What's next? Tell you what's next. It's a Boeing 737 coming in from Poznan, operated by Ryanair. Two hours and 16 minutes the flight time from Poznan. I just don't understand the thought process behind keeping that livery. I just don't get it. Like, look how old that aircraft looks. Some good pics today, Adam. I'm in a place you know well, I think, Adam. Going to Donny Racecourse to eat fish and chips from Whitby's. No way, Donny Racecourse. Up the straight mile, I assume. Spent many a day at the straight mile. I was in Shannon the last time. The Anatov 225 was there. Serious piece of machine. Just looking at those two A330s in a shot a minute ago, you're right, the new livery is much better. It just, I don't know. For me, it's clinging to something that like wasn't good in the first place, do you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things, isn't there, that there's certain things in life that people expect to move with the times, and for me, air travel is one of those things. People want to feel like they're travelling in luxury, regardless of their budget. They want to feel like they're travelling in the most modern and the best version of what they can afford or what is on offer. And I just don't think that when you walk out of it onto the apron or even up through an air bridge and see that livery, I just think it looks tired. There we go, she's down safely. My emails are hopping at the moment, and I'm in the middle of trying to finalise something for you guys, so I'm going to have to reply. But let me just do it very quickly. Here we go, our next arrival. We can't miss this one because it is one of the nicer Aer Lingus liveries. It's the rugby livery. She's coming in from Frankfurt. It's Airbus A320. Big up, Ellen. Thank you so much for that €20 super chat. It is greatly appreciated. Or is it a super sticker, super chat? I'm not sure what's what. Well, thank you so much. We will go back through those comments in a second. You all hopped on the comments in a minute. I went to emails. There we go, that rugby livery safely touching down. Taking a while to take that front wheel down, but she's down. Let's pick up that A330. The Emirates should be with us very soon as well. Old livery, defo dated, not classy, crusty old design, agreed. I wonder what people would think if all the Aer Lingus fleet were in the retro livery. See, I like the retro livery, and I could understand it if they were clinging to history and clinging to some sort of traditional ethos. I could understand them using the retro, but I can't understand clinging to that. Here we go, next arrival coming in from Warsaw, the Boeing 737 MAX, operated by my mates Ryanair. By far the best budget airline in Europe, if not the world. We're struggling for focus again. There she is. Once again, a big thank you to you, Ellen.
Thanks for the sub.
Thank you to whoever's just subbed as well, greatly appreciated. Views flying again, love a Guinness, so I'd love to visit Dublin, taste it in its home. I don't like Guinness, Andrew, but I hear it tastes very different, and you get a good pint of Guinness in Ireland as to anywhere else in the world. I think Aer Lingus should have more aircraft in the retro. Yeah. Girandir, welcome. Is there a private jet taxiing on the private jet gates? I can't see it at the minute. How are we doing, laters?
Snoring.
I'm good, bro, you? Great to have a live stream without the kidney infection. There's nothing worse than a kidney infection. What we got coming in? I was going to hand over to laters while I had a drink, but we've got the 777, so should we trust him on this 777? Nah, probably not. I don't feel like this camera's focusing properly. We shall see. Here we go, this beautiful Emirates 777. She's coming in after a 7-hour and 36-minute flight today from Dubai. Enjoy this one. And then we're going to let laters have a little go with the camera so that I can have a drink. Look at the birds chasing the Emirates in. Here we go. Wow. They planted her into Dublin. Careful of our baby. Love the ZK Aviation loves. What, the 50-50 livery ZK? Or the retro livery? Right, I'm gonna let Laters have a little play with the camera so I can have a drink. It's locked at the minute. If you want to tilt, you have to
Turn this one.
on the side, yeah, but it'll drop.
Tilt it. It's warm, isn't it?
Muggy, isn't it?
Nice.
I can't believe they put Hainan on 104. I can't believe they put Hainan. It's around 104.
Is it gone?
No. I don't think it was anyway, I've been watching it. We'll get it on, we can get a shot, but that's the best shot we can get. It's right round on 104.
Where's the zoom on
There's
this?
nowhere to get a shot there.
Can you how do you zoom?
Zoom on top here.
Not as good as you are, but
Looks awesome on the A330 ZK. I guess that's what opinions are. Everybody has one. I'm not a fan of it. I just think it looks tired, dated.
this the rugby one.
No, this one, the 50-50. Chris, how are we doing? Turkish Airlines A321 from Istanbul in 25 minutes. Let's pick up this arrival. Let me get Laters off my machinery. Paul Usher, I didn't know you were here. Welcome. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already done it, give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram. We're a lot more active off stream on Facebook and Instagram than we are on YouTube. I will myself become active on both of the platforms over the next few weeks. But Debs and Jerry making a fantastic job of it at the moment. Here is that Emirates 777. Let's stay with her for a few minutes. Meme Maker, welcome. Can you see the Hainan Airlines through the terminal glass, or is it just reflection? What do you mean? You can't see through. BA coming in. Yeah.
2E1.
I'm enjoying it every time, boys. It's just an early start, man.
There, I know.
I'm all good, Paul. How are you, buddy? Big up, Neve. Thank you for the super sticker. Greatly appreciated. We'll stay with this Emirates. We've got an ATR on its final approach, but we are going to stick with the Emirates 777. It's nice to see it on taxi. Let's see if we can get in that cockpit. almost as if this traffic has been timed for the Emirates. How are we doing, Lottie? I hope you're well. Too much white on modern liveries. They get dirty and show wear. ZK, I understand your point. But I actually think the old Aer Lingus livery looks dirty when it's clean. The green just looks faded. I don't know if it's the intention for it to look that way, but it looks faded. There's no gleam to it. There's no gloss to it. If they want to go with a 50-50 livery, I believe what they should have done was gone with the same green that is on the tail of the new livery, the 2019 livery, and gone with 50-50 that way. Yeah, I'll do it when I come off, Debs. Been on a 777 BA before. 777 is beautiful. Now, if you just look at the difference, look at the greens that are on the rugby livery. There's a bit of gloss to them, there's a bit of a gleam. Now look at the green that is on this 50-50. It looks flat, it just looks like it's faded. You can see the difference in the tail, and the tail of the new livery and the top of the old livery. It looks, like I say, it just looks a little bit tired and dated to me. Maybe a wax and polish, yes. Anybody gonna volunteer to hand polish an A330 for us so that we can see? Wow, this light is awful today. You're welcome, Debs. It's what? It's moving now. Oh. I missed the Etihad. Was the Etihad here today? Time did Etihad go out at, laters? Time did the Etihad go out? Was it here today? Aer Lingus Rugby looks shiny and healthy, agreed. And they're coming down. We're not seeing many smooth landings this morning. He'll need to go to Riyadh routes, purples and pinks. Here we go, we've got the TUI 787 Dreamliner pushed back and ready to go. Just waiting for that tug to be took off. Now, let's have a quick look at that actually. This flight now taking the short hop back over to Manchester. It's the return flight from Cancun, I believe. Top green is matte green, then there is an emerald green cheat line. Sure, maybe the top green has faded in the UV light. Exactly, ZK. And there's always been this issue with certain colours of paint. Vauxhall and Opel had a big issue with red paint in the 2000s. Between early and late 2000, well, 2000 to 2010, they had a huge issue. Yeah, with red. It faded, it started peeling. It was known in the industry as dog something red. And possibly that is the issue, it's faded a little bit. Ellen, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the donation, it's greatly appreciated. Please put notifications on. What do you mean? Notifications should go out as long as you've got your bell turned on. Quick look at the Emirates just before the air bridge is attached. Hainan is on pushback. We'll get its departure. Of course, we're not going to see anything other than the departing shot. We will make sure that we're live at some point. Possibly, it's twice a week now, isn't it, the Hainan flight?
Is it?
Yeah, it's twice a week.
Is this the first one?
Came in at, it was due in at 7 o'clock, came in at 6:05, 6:10, something like that. So we will pick up the Hainan as it's on departure. Laters is going to check that on flight radar.
Pushing back.
It's just pushing back now. So we'll pick up our next arrival. It's an on-time pushback. I would have been surprised if it had been a late pushback, because it did arrive almost an hour early this morning. I'm glad I didn't get out of bed to try and get here for 7 o'clock for its arrival, because I'd have been fuming if I got here at 6:30, 7:15 and it had already arrived. Not good with mornings. Oh, you wouldn't have heard the end of it. Getting up at that hour. Right, I think we're just going to get ready for the Hainan now. It's the one we've come for. It's the one we haven't seen on live. So let's just get ready for it.
Or get a bigger one. It'd be dry. Get a bigger one. It'd be dry for me. Just get it in like clippers.
All fucking shucks. Like the ones you see on the terraces outside.
Yeah.
How are we doing, Ben? Big up, man. So we're stealing the shot. Yeah, we do like the 2E. It's nice to see the Dreamliner here. No, Debs, Laters his day off today. He's not delivering pizzas or newspapers today. He's entitled to a day off.
He's a ball.
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you, Ben. I hope you're well. Make sure he doesn't forget the sausages for the barbecue. Try to get side by side of a 6-year-old 50-50 and a 15-year-old 50-50. I try my best. Hainan is on the move. There's a real haze in the air here today.
Is this just for summer it's doing that flight was?
I don't know. I don't know if it's back full time now or... How did I end up with a cig behind me here and one in my hand? How did I end up with that now?
Astronaut holding it,
Let's pick up another arrival whilst we are waiting for this Hainan's departure. It's a shame it is an A330, to be fair. I guess you're always hopeful, aren't you, whenever there's a new long-haul route or a returning long-haul route that we haven't seen for a while. We're always hopeful that we're going to see something a bit different. It's nice to see them back all the same. I actually wonder if it's a full flight or not. There we go, that 737 touching down nice and safely into Dublin. I'm absolutely Hank Marvin. She's on the move to the runway. Feels like it's gonna lash, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like that last days.
Friday's forecast to be awful. Literally non-stop rain. Is she on the runway yet? Is she lined up yet?
Just about.
Right, let's quickly pick up this arrival. Then we are getting ready for that Hainan. She's just getting lined up now. As soon as she's on the move, we're going to it, regardless of whether this has touched down. Are you watching that Hainan, yeah? She's down nice and safely. Okay, it's Hainan time. That A330 has timed it all wrong for us as well. Saw the Hainan arrive this morning while I was in work. Went to that 108C. No way, Fly Andy.
Right.
She's on the move. Let's go. Enjoy this one. The return of Hainan. Beautiful livery. Almost got a look at DHL. There you go, she's up and away. We've got that TUI Dreamliner on taxi as well. Dakar, how are we doing? Definitely hear it if it does. She was loud. There we go, we've got this Logan Air. $8,296 flight to Beijing. Just caught the Hainan in time. How are we doing, Robert? See you later on. Here we go, this TUI 787 Dreamliner now on departure. There you go, she's up and away. It's all a little bit quiet here now. How long have we been up? Right guys, I'm going to get the next departure, then I'm going to jump off. I may come back on a little bit later on. No promises, I've got quite a lot to do today, but I'm going to try and get back on a bit later. Or should we stay for another 10? I don't know. Right, we'll wait for the next departure. I think that's the A330, no? Okay, we're going to stay for the next departure, then we're going to come off, and I will try my absolute best to be back on later on today. If not, we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for everybody who's joined us today, everybody who's supported us with super chats, everybody who's hit that like button, everybody who's subscribed during today's broadcast. It's greatly appreciated, and of course everybody who's interacted with us as well. It's you guys that make this community what it is. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay loved wherever you are in the world. We've been Airports Live TV, I've been Adam James, and our final flight of alive is now getting ready for its departure. We may as well give you one last arrival as well. Val, you're joining us just as we are going off. Oh, what do I do here? We go with the departure. There we go, I managed to get both of them for you. Because I'm a legend. Right, big love guys, we'll see you all either later on today or tomorrow. We've been Airports Live TV, I've been Adam James. Don't forget to check out our partners, Booking.com, Travel Supermarket and On the Beach Holidays. Big love.